Shit. Hello? Hello? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Anyways, um, totally threw me off track. So I just got out of the shower. Oh my gosh, my supplements are coming back up. Oh my God. I look extra thrashed. That's okay. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. I don't know what's going on with the sun. I feel like the world is just weird today. Hey, Derek. I haven't gone to sleep yet. What is going on with the world? So, I guess like sleep is so last week. I didn't sleep. I don't know what's wrong. I don't feel like something's wrong, but to be this wide awake without having slept is kind of weird. Let me turn on my lights. Does that help? Doesn't help. All right. Anyways. So I figured you guys can be present while I put on my face, which, I mean, you guys know I don't really wear makeup too much. I don't wear too much. Just, whatever makes me look rested. But there's a lot of weird stuff today. Not bad weird, just weird. Like the whole not going to sleep thing. I mean, like this this is the extent of my hair care. That's just gonna have to do. It's just gonna have to do. So, wait. I'm totally off track today. So much new energy coming in. Possible. Possible. Yeah, I do think a lot of new energies are coming in. What those energies are doing, I have no idea. I kind of wonder, is it just oh my God. It's a little too extra today. The thrashed look is a little too real right now. Oh my gosh, I have all these hangnails that my hair is sticking to. You know what? I need to do some extra pampering stuff. Extra. So I don't have the option of crashing midday. I have sessions all day long. What is today? Tuesday. Yeah, so much for day off Tuesdays. That's fine. Even on my day off, I work, so it really doesn't matter. It's just to make me feel like I have an option. Ooh, yes. This energy is very destructive in a sense. If you're not willing to face the things that you need to face, it's gonna hurt. Ooh. Oh, you got your Merlinite from Cha-Cha? Y'all. Maybe it was because I was being so salty, like silent salty, because I was like, I don't want to share her. So I did share her, but accidentally the live was set to friends only. I don't know if that was like my own saltiness interfering with the process, but that's what happened. I think the next live should probably be public. Oh my God, you guys. I have such a crystal issue. I have to stop. I really have to stop. because I can't keep spending like that on crystals if I'm going to be spending like that on a custom rifle. All right, let me see if this works. I feel like that's so bright. It's at its lowest setting too. So anyways, what kind of look should I do today? Something dewy, because I always do dewy. I love to be extra moisturized. It's like a life fixation. And then I put my serums and the acids and the peptides. Since I've been using this stuff again, I'd say my skin's doing much better. I'd say my skin is doing way much better. Because I haven't really been taking care of it. I went through, I don't know what kind of detox stuff happened, but I broke out real bad. I'm just going to have to be okay with it. Or I could use some stuff to get rid of it faster, which is what I'm going to do. I can't exactly, I get so fixated on this stuff. Let me just put it all over. Okay. It's supposed to help your skin repair itself. All right. That'll do. That'll do. So I think, oh, I'm acting like I got options. I only, I don't know where my other stuff went. It fell on the floor somewhere. I just realized that. So looking like we're doing some cheeks, and that's about it. Let me finish moisturizing myself first. So going back to the energies. I'm not too sure if what's going on right now is more helpful than it is destructive. I know a lot of people are having a hard time with it, like a really hard time with it. I usually experience things a little bit in advance, probably so that by the time you guys experience it, I can be level enough to not just add to your chaos. So I already experienced that a couple weeks back, like maybe 2-3 weeks back. Ooh, is this like ASMR? Can you guys hear it? All right. Just let that soak in. I use so much moisturizer, it's ridiculous. All right. Ready for that was a lot. Sorry, hair. I almost ripped you out. And you guys got to remember to moisturize your chest and the back of your neck. I'm just saying. Good stuff. All right. So now we're just going to let this sit in, soak in for a little bit. All right. While that soaks in, I'm going to start messing with my cheeks already. Good morning, guys. Going through growing pains during all of this chaos is exhausting. It is. It is. It really, really is. Like exhausting to the point where you can't even sleep. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Like part of the reason why I can't sleep is because there's just so much stuff running around in my head, like, my thoughts won't stop. It just won't stop. And, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if those thoughts are gonna lead you somewhere productive. But if it's just going to keep cycling, then it's not, you know what I mean? It's just, like, not worth it. So I guess what we have to do is really make sure that we're focused in the way we're thinking and using those thoughts. Because if not, it's really not gonna end well. You're just gonna get super frustrated and then most likely end up having conversations that are not beneficial for you. Well, actually, I think all conversations can be beneficial, but it's probably gonna be the more painful kind, affecting, affecting your friendships and relationships. I like to get powder in my lashes. You know why? It plumps them. Totally plumps them. My face hurts. Oh my god, my face hurts. I don't know what's going on. So it's been crazy. I've been really resonating. Oh, that's awesome, sunflower. Ooh, Tania. I've been trying to busy myself with creating. They say that if you keep yourself busy, that's a form of avoidance. Not accusing you of avoidance, just that thought popped in my head. Ooh, you had to cut family out. That's always hard. That's always hard to do. But I assume you had a valid reason to do that. And if that's what you needed to allow yourself to move forward, should I pull cards? I'll pull cards after I'm done. Should I brush my hair? That looks. Oh my gosh. Michael, mind your business. Human hair is none of your concern. No, I know you didn't say anything, but I know you're about to say something. I just beat you to the punch. That's what it is. I beat you to the punch. I have a fixation with lashes. If I wasn't allergic to the lash glue, I'd still be putting lashes on. I would still be getting extensions, I think. I almost sneezed. That was funny. All right, guys. Okay. It's the easiest way for me to focus on why I feel the way I'm feeling and to process my thoughts. Ooh, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Um, I guess either that message wasn't for you, which I don't feel like you're avoiding it, or the message is to remind you not to allow that natural process of yours to become a way to avoid. Okay. Whatever. So if you use up as much of the mascara from your mascara wand without dipping it back in, you can use it for your brows. See? Use it for your brows. All right, that will do like that. This one is still struggling. No, it doesn't, girl, why would you do that? You know this side does not comb down that way. This side combs up. Anyways, it'll have to do. So, as I was saying, does that make sense for you, Tania? I don't feel like you're an avoider. I just really don't. That's why it was kind of weird for that to come out. But, yeah. Wait, what? You passed out? I don't want to do magnetic lashes, though. Did you pass out, Sarah? Are you okay? I totally get into mom mode. So, oh my gosh. That's so scary. You don't feel like there's anything else that's wrong? Because, do you need to go to the hospital? Okay, you're okay. So you got really dizzy. Do you have, what is it called? Hypoglycemia? Because it might be a case of like major frequency accretion. Sometimes that will deplete the glucose levels in your blood glucose levels. And when that starts to happen, like a sudden dip, sometimes you might feel like anxiety in the chest. Yeah, man, that's intense. So I just use this for everything at this point. We'll do a little bit more on the cheeks. I don't know why. I've been really feeling rosy cheeks. I don't know why. I'm really loving rosy ass cheeks. Rosy ass cheeks. What was it for you, smarty girl, when it happened in your 20s? Ooh, thyroid. So when the thyroid is all, because my thyroid's all wonky, and I get hypoglycemia if I eat grains of any kind. So I don't know. I'm not even gonna try and diagnose nothing, because see. Yeah. I get really close to passing out because I don't know. It's like I don't feel hungry. And then suddenly I'll feel hungry, like rapidly hungry. And I have less than 5 minutes to eat, or else I will die. Not really die, but you know. You guys, I got a text. Emmie, produce testosterone naturally, improve energy, sex drive, strength, claim your free bottle today. I don't know why they keep texting me for testosterone. I think someone effing signed me up for some bullshit. Okay. Anyways. Hey, does my audio crackle? Da 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 da. 7:38. 7:38 a.m. My husband goes, it's always so peaceful at 7:38. Yeah. So they said mine stopped working when I was pregnant. Oh, wow. Wow. That's crazy. I was about to make empanadas when that happened. Empanadas. I love empanadas so much. I haven't had any in years. I haven't had rice in like 6 years. That makes me want to cry. Like, seriously makes me want to cry. Everything that I've ever loved when it comes to food has been taken away from me. For a while, I couldn't even have chocolate of any kind. I still can't have milk chocolate. But I can have dark chocolate now. All right. Not an allergy, it's a food intolerance. So instead of having an allergic reaction, my body just tries to kill itself. That's all. Slowly, so that I don't notice. Yeah. So yeah, plum, like no chocolate. I was like, this world needs to burn. Ugh. But yeah, it was just one of those things where like I couldn't have it for a while and I had to respect my body's desire to deprive me of chocolate. You guys, see, like if I don't brush my hair, it still turns out okay. There you go. There. It's just gonna be horrible when it dries fully. All right. Anyways. So yeah, I needed to abstain because what ends up happening, instead of having an allergic reaction, it causes systemic inflammation for me. And that systemic inflammation then leads to worsening of my leaky gut. So what that means, you guys, stop saying I'm beautiful. It's weird to me. I'm learning to take off. Thank you. I should not tell you to stop. Thank you. Anyways. But yeah, so then the worse the inflammation gets, the worse that my gut becomes, and then food just gets in there in my bloodstream. Obviously it gets in my gut, but in my bloodstream, and then that's how I developed food intolerances. So yeah, now I can't have gluten, I can't have grains of any kind, I can't have all sorts of stuff. I can't have eggs either, but sometimes I just try it anyways, and I just tell my body, go ahead, kill us, see what happens. Eggs, I can have a couple, like very far spaced apart. If I have it every day, I'm effed up. I'm effed up. Let's see. You rocking the crazy hair too. I just well, I kind of care about my thyroid. You know why? My hands and my feet turned orange. Like, no joke, they look like pumpkin color. Like I'd been digging through pumpkins or something. And then my throat got swollen. I just like to joke around like that. It's not actually true. I actually can die. So I had to go on thyroid supplements. I don't take synthetic thyroid stuff. I take desiccated bovine thyroid. So yeah, that's what I take. Bovine thyroid. So let's do a deep heart and let's tuck this back. Let's do some old Hollywood glam. No, it doesn't look like Hollywood. It's stuck on my head. I don't like that. On my neck, I mean. All right, anyways. I know, Plum. Like, how the fuck are you gonna have me born in an Asian body and take away soy sauce and rice? The fuck? They took away soy sauce and rice. I want to cry. I legit want to cry. They took away my soy sauce and my rice. Like, I can't have it at all. Like, I tried to play and be like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll survive. And no, I got knocked out. Like, you might as well have given me, I don't know. I've never been roofied, so maybe I shouldn't make that comparison. I don't know. Some sort of sedative. Some sort of sedative. You can't wake me up if you give me gluten. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that. Like, you probably could take advantage of me and I wouldn't know. Like, I just wouldn't know. I am totally out of it. To the point where I can't even, if you wake me up, I can't open my eyes and I can't talk. I don't know if my tongue swells or what, but like I can't form sentences. I just, when you talk to me, I sound, that's what I sound like. Yeah, it's crazy, crazy. Can thyroid problems affect your throat chakra? It could. Usually they go hand in hand. Usually, the thyroid is affected by problems in the throat chakra. It depends on the person. I used to eat eggs. Now my body doesn't even like the taste. Yeah, I don't really like the taste of it. I like to play around though sometimes. You like it, girl. You like it. I don't. I don't. I just, I'm totally the person that I don't care what it tastes like. It could be something that tastes or looks nasty, but if I need to eat it for my health, I will. It's pretty gross. For a very long time, I was eating for my health, not for enjoyment. Yeah. I only ever drank water. Ice water, room temperature water, hot water. I didn't even have any teas. Like for a couple of years, all I had was water. And people would joke around because they thought it was funny, but it kind of was, but it wasn't. They would call me airtarian because they claim that I don't eat and I just breathe air for sustenance. Because I couldn't eat anything. I can't eat, well, I started kind of eating out and that just, it hurts my stomach so bad, but I just can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, wow. What did they remove? Wait, what, Yesenia? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Yesenia. Oh my goodness. So what's your prognosis? I'm sorry. Is that I am very socially awkward. Should I not have asked that? You don't have to answer that. You really don't. I should respect your privacy. But no, it's no fun to be roofied. Oh my God, you've been roofied? You guys, I've entered a phase where I've just asked questions all day. What happened? Why? And then what happened? Well, then what did you do? I'm at that phase, that toddler phase where you tell me something, I'm going to ask a shit ton of questions. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, wow, that's pretty intense. One of my kids needed to have emergency surgery on their bowels when they were 3 days old. 3 days, not years, days. And it was really lucky. We got really lucky because we found what was wrong in time. His whole basically from the very bottom of his stomach, like where the small intestine um, starts, he had a twist in it. And so there was no blood flow going through his intestines. It was dying. But we caught it in time. And so they were able to correct it and we were able to save all of his intestine. I was like, oh my God. um, wow. They said to go to Europe for help. There's someone, um, well, it's actually more than one person who's in Europe who comes to me for help, and European doctors aren't helping them. Wow. Well, what is your exact condition? So they removed the tumor? Oh no, you were born with a hernia. So you've had such a struggle with your digestive tract. Um, oh, you had nodules on your throat, kind of like on that one. Notice how I sat up. Oh my God. That one movie where they sing. I don't even remember the name. Oh my God. Um, yeah. What do they need to test you for? Allopathic medicine sucks. I mean, it has a place for like emergency trauma type care, surgeries, broken bones, heart attack, things like that. But for healthcare, um, for whole being wellness, they really have no clue what to do, especially when it comes to things with the gut. They have no real um, consensus on how to diagnose, much less treat a lot of the digestive tract disorders. Pitch perfect, that's right. um, wow, you had to have surgery twice. That's intense. That so many of us have these stomach issues. I know for me, it has to do with MTHFR gene mutation, and then that caused quite a few other conditions. Um, I ain't going nowhere though. It's crazy because these conditions that I have all these symptoms of, they're all like terminal. And I'm over here like, la la la, my knees hurt. I don't know. I don't show any like symptoms of really I'm assuming my version is super mild, but it's like compounded issue. But I know for a lot of my dietary issue, I was intolerant of all the foods that my family was giving me because they don't believe in food intolerance. They don't believe in that. So they were feeding me the very things that like hurt me so bad. And I didn't realize how sick I felt until I stopped eating those foods because that's all I knew, that sick feeling. So yeah, you're gonna have to get like a lot of assistance. I'm working with Mass General. Water on any fluid flushes through me, which doesn't give me enough time to digest any food. Could you possibly take water with chia seeds? Or, I mean, I'm just asking, I'm not advising you, because if you don't drink enough water, chia seeds can cause an impaction, which is not good. Not good at all. But I mean, couldn't you, things like mimosa pudica? Mimosa it's also one of those things that swell. They crush up the seed and it swells. It becomes gelatinous. I have no idea what that is. Ooh, Julia, you can't have corn either. You're definitely allergic to peanuts. That's so scary. That peanut allergy is so scary because so many people are just so flagrant with their peanut eating. I have a friend who, um, we were in a parking lot, and all the way across the parking lot, there were guys that were hanging out. They were at their car. They weren't being rowdy, but they were eating nuts. So as soon as the car door opened for us, a breeze blew the air towards us, and her throat started to close up. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, crazy. Her allergy is so bad that if you eat like peanuts, any type of nuts, and then you talk to her later on without brushing your teeth, her throat will close up. It's crazy. I was like, girl, you can't come visit me. we'll probably we'll probably kill you because my kids eat all kind of stuff. I don't know what they're touching. Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what's even more crazy? The foods that were so dangerous for her to eat here in the States, when she went abroad to Europe, she had no problem eating those things, no reactions. She's kind of ballsy. She'll still eat stuff she knows she's not supposed to eat. And then she'll just drink some Benadryl. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, dude. One of these days, your body's going to be like, fuck this bitch. I was like, you're just going to keel over. You're not even going to have time to get your Benadryl. You're just going to keel over. You shouldn't mess around like that. You want to hear something super crazy? So if you have an allergic reaction, you're supposed to have, if you have a serious allergic allergy, you're supposed to carry with you an EpiPen in case you have an allergic reaction, right? What if you're allergic to the EpiPen? Because I'm allergic to epinephrine. I was like, if I have an allergic reaction and you stick that in me, I will legit die. Like, for real, for real, for real, for real, die. You ain't bringing my ass back. For real, for real. Yeah, that's why I've been like holding off on freaking fixing my filling that fell out, because fuck that shit. Just yank it out. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't need to keep that tooth. Take the tooth, keep it. I didn't need it anyways. Yeah, no, I'm allergic to epinephrine bad. I felt my brain starting to swell because I told they wanted to take a biopsy of my cervix, and I told my stupid ass doctor, I think I'm allergic to lidocaine or epinephrine. She goes, oh no, nobody's allergic to that. So she still injected my cervix with Lido plus Epi, and my eyes rolled into the back of my head, and I felt my brain swell, and I couldn't breathe. And I remember hearing her like she was in a long, huge tunnel hallway. Grab the cart, she's crashing. I'm like, I hope I die so you feel bad. You fucking didn't listen to me. Yeah, so it was pretty bad, but I didn't die. She didn't have to shock me. And then she held out her hand when I started breathing again. She held out her hand, sat me up, and was like, oh, I think it might be a good idea for us to put that in your chart as a possible allergy. Oh, possible? You trick asshole. That's not a possible. It is a fucking allergy. Yeah, so yeah. So I had to get my tooth work done. I had to get my tooth work done, I think like a year or two ago. And the the dentist was trying to tell me, oh no, nobody's allergic to epinephrine. That's synthetic adrenaline. I said, I don't do synthetics. Okay, I don't do synthetics unless you want me to crash on your chair. So he didn't use the Novocaine with epinephrine in it, but because it didn't have the epi, it doesn't last too long. So halfway through a root canal, first ever root canal, He's like, I'm so sorry. I cannot give you any more Lido. I'm so sorry. That's all he kept saying. I was like, oh my God. Is he saying he's going to do my root canal without any? Yep. He did my root canal. Yeah. Yeah. And I was, yeah. Y'all, my life is crazy. My life is crazy. So they were almost done when I went into shock. They're like, are you cold? No. Or do you feel okay? Yeah. But I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I think I'm gonna die on your chair though. So they didn't finish they finished the root canal, but they didn't put the freaking temporary crown on. They were like, just, I think you need to stop for now. I was like, you think? You think? So yeah, I don't know. I think they need to put me to sleep to take care of it. Because now my body's rejecting my body's been rejecting anything foreign. That's why I don't wear jewelry. The only jewelry I can wear, where is it? It was over here. I don't know where I put it now. I think it's on the other side of the bed. It has to be authentic crystal beads. Yeah, I have no faith in Western medicine either. They failed me. They failed my children. Yeah. I can't even do implants for my teeth. I'm just gonna be real gummy. I'm gonna just be real gummy. You know what? I don't need to be cute to do my soul work. Like I really because my one filling, they put a post in. I'm not filling I only have one root canal, and they put a post in, and I was like, my body rejects metal. That's why my fillings are coming out. Oh no, let's go ahead and so I can feel a foreign object right here. I can feel it. And if you guys notice, this cheek is swollen. You see that? Okay. Yeah, swollen. It's been swollen since they did that. No, I don't know, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe one day my tooth will miraculously heal. I doubt it. No, I haven't had metal testing. Mm-mm. Wait, a contaminated pen? My body just rejects anything foreign. All my piercings were rejected, and those were they're supposed to be hypoallergenic, but my body rejected it. I think it started after I pierced my tongue because it healed, and then one day I woke up and my tongue was just swollen. I was like, I don't think this feels right. So I took it out. You guys can, it never, like the hole closed, but you can see the mark still. Don't touch your face, COVID. Yeah, it's right there. And then I got cracks and it never went away. It's just crazy shit, guys, crazy shit. But not long after that, my earrings got rejected. Well, I'm also reactive to gold. I react to gold as well. You ripped your tongue hole? I had a whole list of all these things that I was going to pierce after that shit. Fuck that. I'm not piercing nothing. Never mind. Wait, what were they going to try and force you to do, Plum? I haven't worn earrings in years because I can only wear 24 karat gold in my ears. I react to 24 karat gold as well, and it's so soft. Like you can't wear it without it getting damaged or lost. Yeah, I can't do that. I fucking sucks. It sucks. I can't have any jewelry. That's why I don't wear a wedding ring. So you guys see my hands. I don't have a wedding ring. Well, I have a wedding ring, but I don't have it on because my skin will welt and then peel off. Have you guys ever heard of that? Where if you put metal against your skin for any length of time, your skin will welt and then peel off. No, I think it was stainless steel, surgical steel that was rejected by my body at first. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not interested in wearing anything enough to get a patch test. I'm good off that because next thing you know, that patch test, if they do it on my arm, they're gonna have to amputate my arm. I'm fucking good. I don't need to be adorned. I could just be completely jewelry free. I still fully functional without any jewelry. Let's see. In my birth adventure, I got 3 epidurals, was only 3 cent. Oh shit, girl. When they did my epidural for my first, my leg, I felt electric shock go down my leg. And then for one of my other kids, this doctor was a total bitch. So I went into labor and like it was active labor already and it's like super early in the morning, right? And I wasn't medicated, so I could feel it all. And I'm like, I need to push. A nurse comes in and she checks my dilation and she's like, no, you're not yet ready. Don't push. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to push. Because when you have no interference, like no medications, no numbers or anything like that, oh, you can fail when you need to push. You're not going to be able to stop that. You just like, I need to, I need to. And she said, no, I wasn't ready. And she left the room. And then I told my husband, you better catch the baby. So he called the other nurse over. He's starting to freak out. And she goes between my legs and she checks and she goes, oh, she's fully dilated. Baby's head is engaged. We're going to give birth right now. And then she goes, move your leg, mommy. My leg was, it was not listening to me. I couldn't move it. And it's like, she thought I was being lazy. She goes, don't be lazy, mom. Fuck you. I can't move my leg. It's paralyzed. So yeah. I just, girl. But I've never had to have an emergency C-section. Was your baby okay? Ooh, girl, I'm telling you, they almost killed me with Pitocin. Like literally. Literally. To the point where emergency surgery took the baby, had the family leave the room, rolled me into the OR. They left me with a nurse who was still training, which that's not an issue. You know what I mean? They have to learn at some point, but you have to give specific instruction. They didn't tell her not to leave my Pitocin cranked all the way up. And so I gave birth real quick because of that. Like it was like a crash course in contractions, and it was so painful that I was like, I can't do it. And I was like, give me anything, inject whatever, I don't care, I can't take it. And the lady left the room, and as soon as she left the room, I started pushing. And it was such like a abrupt, almost violent type of birth that my placenta tore, and part of it was still at the fundus, the very top of my uterus. And so for an hour, maybe almost 2 hours, I was bleeding out I was in a puddle of my own blood on the bed. Yeah, because I was laying on plastic and I was in a puddle of my own blood. They waited about hour, hour and a half, maybe even close to 2 hours to tell the doctor that I hadn't stopped bleeding excessively. Yeah. And then they tried to like cover it up. They're like, oh, give her morphine, give her morphine. She's just, she's going into shock because she's in pain. That didn't do shit. It didn't do shit. And it was a hospital that my mom worked at. So she knew all the staff because um, she was just the charge nurse for the NICU. So she works with them, all of them. They all know her. And her nurse friend looked at her, looked at me and looked at her, and then was like, you need to call the doctor to the other nurse. And my mom got up. She looked at all my vitals. She goes, oh my God. And I looked at her like, your fucking coworkers are killing me. I'll tell ya. Some fun times. Well, I get it. They don't really want you to have a vaginal birth, a VBAC, after the C-section because it's not fully healed and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think for some people, if enough time has passed, they should at least be given, but I'm not a doctor. They should at least be given the opportunity instead of being scared into another one. Oh, the same thing happened with my baby. Well, at the same time, like, I don't know if it was the size of my boob or what, but he wouldn't breastfeed at all. And whenever he would see my boob, even at just a couple days old, he would claw frantically like, no. I don't think he was able to breathe. I'm serious. I don't think he was able to breathe beneath the breastises. Let's see. Don't you love it when you tell the doctor what is wrong, they disagree, then it turns out you were right? Yes, they almost killed my child. The one that had emergency surgery at 3 days old. I told them something was wrong. I told them, it doesn't feel right. Something's wrong. He has to vomit before he can take in more food, and he hasn't pooped. A smear is not poop. That's not poop. I've had how many children already? I know when my child is okay, and I know when something feels off. And it was the well baby check. I think they do it at like 2 days or 3 days old. And we went in and he had severe jaundice. So he actually got hospitalized for jaundice. And while we were there, again, one of my mom's coworkers, the doctor that she really liked, I was like, doctor, yeah, no, I'm her daughter, but my baby is not eating right. When he vomits, it looks like bile. Goes, oh no, that's probably, I was like, motherfucker. I was like, this is not, I have how many children already? That doesn't look like normal spit up. I know how to burp a baby. And he dismissed it. And that night, luckily, it was the other doctor that my mom likes and her really good friend who was my nurse. And I told the lady, I think something's wrong with my baby because his vomit looks like poop. It looks like bile. And she goes, oh, aren't you Myrna's daughter? I was like, yes, hi, auntie. You got to call everyone auntie, okay? That's a Filipino thing. If they know your parent, they are auntie or uncle. So I was like, yeah, auntie, but is that normal? And she goes, well, let me know next time he spits up like that. Show it to me. And y'all, I showed it to her and she took off. Doctor comes running in. They x-rayed his stomach. Oh my God, that was like the most horrific thing I've ever seen. So when you see a stomach, when you see an x-ray of a chest or stomach, you see the intestines, you see the stomach, it's all kind of blurred, but you can make things out. From his heart down, there was nothing. It was black. And I was like, does my stomach? And she's like, we need to do some testing. I was like, that was the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life, ever. And I watch all sorts of surgery videos and stuff. Like I watch all of that. I eat while I watch surgery videos, and seeing that, I was like, oh my God, is my child going to die? And y'all, it was some crazy ass shit. It was I've never seen anything like that before. It was like his entire belly, from the bottom of his heart all the way down to his pubic bone, was empty. I was like, oh my God. And you know why? You know why that happened? This is a known side effect. I was exposed to Monsanto's glyphosate. I was exposed to Roundup while I was pregnant. And I was eating a shit ton of vegetables and fruits, fresh vegetables and fruits from the farmer's market grown 2 miles away from the house. That's why. And it's a known side effect. They know that. They know that it causes birth defects, especially to do with the digestive system and the intestines. Yeah. But, can't do nothing about it, right? Because they're not going to admit to that. And because of the GMO. I even spoke to lawyers, and because they opened up a class action lawsuit against Monsanto. And they told us that, unfortunately, they can't represent us. We can't be a part of the class action suit because our child is still alive. Crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit. They were only allowing people whose children or who themselves had end-stage cancer, specific types, and have died. Those were their clients. I was just like, yeah, never mind. Oh my God, Sarah, I crave that when I'm pregnant too. I have all boys. Pickles, beef, and I hate pickles. Well, I hated pickles. Now I love pickles. Beef jerky, double Western bacon burger with crisp cut fries and a root beer at like 2 a.m. Yeah, crazy shit. Let's see. Oh. Oh, wow. So, Sarah, I had the opposite. I had too much boob. He would get so scared. I felt so bad. I felt so rejected by my baby. Oh my gosh. My oldest. Everyone after him was breastfed exclusively. Because I was like, I'm not going to fail this time. I'm going to feed my babies. So all the babies after him had virgin guts. Yeah. Yeah, no, you can change your doctor anytime, girl. They're probably not even going to be there when you give birth. For my last baby, they found a tumor on my cervix, like the size of my thumb. So I go in for my first appointment, prenatal appointment, and of course they're going to do like a pelvic exam, and she put the speculum in, and she's like, she found a freaking tumor, a huge one. And then she starts talking to me about like removing my cervix, and like, I'm sorry, you're not doing anything to me. Because if you touch my cervix while I'm pregnant, I'll go into preterm labor. I don't know, it's just weird. So even with just like a swab to do the pelvic exam, I start cramping for like 2 days or so. I have to, from the time I have my very first appointment until I give birth, I have to be on bed rest for all my kids. So I shouldn't be having any more. But yeah, she totally was tripping the whole pregnancy. Every time I would go in, she would be on the verge of tears asking me to cut out my cervix. I'm like, you can't do that. I will go into preterm labor. You will kill my child. And she's talking about radiation and I'm like, girl, it's only 9 months. Calm down. I'll let you do whatever you want to me after I give birth. But the crazy thing is, after I gave birth, when I, like 2 weeks after, because it was confirmed there as I gave birth, 2 weeks after, you go in for your first postnatal appointment. And she was like, she was on a fucking warpath. She wanted to cut all. I was like, you're fucking crazy. But she put the speculum and she was like, there's nothing there. And I was like, okay, isn't that good? Isn't that good? And then she tested all the cells in the area and she's like, there's no abnormalities. What did you do? Not a damn thing. I stopped letting you stress me out. I had to tell the other doctor because one time she couldn't, something happened. I think her other patient went into labor, or I don't know, but she couldn't meet me for my appointment. And so I got taken on by some guy doctor and he was hella chill. And I was like, see, she be stressing me out. I can't have her at my, so, you know, I went into labor and she was there. And since she's my doctor, she was gonna be attending my delivery. I was like, I can't, I don't want her here. And so my labor was prolonged long enough for her to get off her shift. So she wasn't there. She didn't assist me for my birth. Instead, the chill guy did, and he wasn't so chill then. I was so mad. I asked, it's in my birth plan, where do not clamp or cut the umbilical cord until it's done pulsating. Because what they do, I don't know if you guys know this, they are very quick to clamp that umbilical cord. They should not do that because there is a ton of stem cells in the placenta. When the baby is born, the placenta is still attached. It takes a bit before the placenta is delivered. It's delivered after the baby, okay? And what they do, they clamp it off and they deliver the placenta. No one asks for their placenta. Everyone is just quick to be like, oh, whatever, here, you can have it. And they take all the stem cell. That stem cell is necessary. Any injuries that occurred as your baby was being born, that stem cell is pumped back into their body to help repair any injuries. But no, the babies are deprived of that because the cord is clamped. And I had that in my birth chart. And I was like, don't clamp the cord. I gave birth and I had enough sense in me to be like, don't clamp the cord. And then they told my husband to cut the cord. This fucker, he clamped the cord very close to me so I couldn't see it. And he cut it. And then he pretended like my husband was cutting the cord. I was so pissed off. And my husband had to tell me, like, just let it go. And I was like, what happened? I would have clawed his fucking face off. Yeah, no, I would have. Not even joking. I would have sat up and clawed his face off. He's just let it go. Just let it go. And the nurse was like, and I just looked at her like, you let him do that? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, it's important for the baby to be allowed to continue to retrieve all its nutrients from the placenta. Well, I mean, stem cell isn't actually nutrients, but that's rightfully the baby's. Oh, girlfriend, I fucking hate doctors like that. I hate doctors like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off the live. That was a little much for me. I have been awake all night and an hour before I need to get things done, now I'm sleepy. It's some bullshit. Anyways, love you guys. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye.